Okay, so this is an interesting research article. It is in Nature magazine. It's Adipose tissue retains an epigenetic memory of obesity after weight loss by Laura Hinty, etc., etc. It was published in 2024, November 18th. It's open access. Okay, so you go to Nature, Google Scholar, Google that, and you can read the actual research article that I'm talking about. Okay, so what this research article is saying is they studied epigenetic changes. Now, what are epigenetic changes? Epigenetic changes are, think of it as a dimmer switch, a light dimmer switch, right? So epigenetic changes are influenced by your environment, lifestyle factors, diet, exercise, stress, environmental pollutants, on and on, right? And these changes control, like they can make the gene more expressive or less expressive. So it's a dimmer switch. It kind of turns the gene on or turns the gene off, right? Okay, so that's epigenetic changes. And what they found that was the epigenetic changes in obesity in our fat cells are lasting long term. It's not you lose weight and then you're good, you're cool. Those changes are very stubborn, and even with gastric surgery, people who have lost a lot of weight and are now normal weight, those changes are still in effect long term. Okay, so, and what it does is it causes you to regain. So it leads to inflammation. It leads to fibrosis or scarring of the fat tissue, and it impairs normal fat cell function. So people with obesity have impaired normal fat cell function. What does that mean? It means you're going to regain the weight more than likely. Okay, because it has this memory of obesity. What does this mean for you? This means you're probably going to need long-term medical management. I am sorry. And I know no one wants to hear that. No one wants to hear they're going to be on medication for life, but you're probably going to be on medication for life. I'm sorry. But this does help reduce the stigma and the bias. Oh, it's your fault. You can't lose because you can't eat right or exercise. It's crap. Not that those things aren't important. You really have to do those things. You have to eat right. You have to exercise. You have to try to get enough sleep. You have to try to reduce your response to stress. But this is a long-term treatment for most people. I think 5% of the population can lose weight and keep it off with just lifestyle changes. But for the rest of us mere mortals, this is a long-term process. This can also help reduce the stigma of obesity, that it is your fault. Well, no, it could be environmental pollutants causing epigenetic changes inside your cells. Okay? It helps reduce the stigma and bias within ourselves. It's that voice, it's my fault. I can't control my food. I can't keep exercising. I can't control my stress. I'm always hungry. Blah, 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 blah. The on and on, the negative self-talk that happens inside your head. This can help reduce that. This is literally a disease process, okay? So this can empower you to take charge and to get treatment and long-term treatment. Okay? So obviously prevention is the key. Let's just stop it from happening in the first place. So how do you do that? I don't know. I have a good idea, but nothing is proven. There's no one thing that I can tell you that will prevent obesity. But things that seem to prevent obesity are, reduce processed foods, whole foods, not too much, exercise, activity. Try not to have a desk job like this where you're sitting down for 12 hours a day. Try to move. The normal things. Try to eat, as organic as possible. That's debatable. Try to reduce your environmental pollutants. But prevention, numero uno. But for those of us who already have the disease, continuous care. Okay, and it may be medical. It may be pharmacological. For life. and continue those lifestyle changes. Don't ever stop them. Don't ever think just because I got medicine that I can eat whatever I want or not exercise. That they work together. Okay? It's an all-encompassing treatment. Lifestyle changes, pharmacology, stress reduction, movement. And okay, so if you want to read that for yourself, go to Nature or Google Scholar. And adipose tissue retains an epigenetic memory of obesity after weight loss, published November 18th, 2024. Laura C. Hinte is her last name, and there's like a whole bunch of other ones with that, but that's just the first one I see.